Okay, welcome everybody to our live stream today. So, if you want to live a life of meaning where your actions benefit everyone and everything, then you've come to the right place. As we want to share a very, very unique approach on how you can do this today. And also guide you on some answers of those questions that you just saw in the introduction video. So Peace Evolution is a platform where we evolve in a peace for humanity. So if you are yearning to make a difference, then stay tuned, because we are going to discuss some very exciting collaborative partner opportunities with you today. And then if this resonates with you, our message today, and it's adding some kind of value to you, we would love you to support us as we are a startup organization. And you can do this through your contributions on Super Chat. Okay, great. So I am going to jump in and just quickly set the scene for us for today. So we are going to talk about Peace Evolution, the organization. And then we are going to talk about what we call our collaborative partners. And we are going to talk about the roles that our collaborative partners play. And we are going to talk about the business model as well as the financial model, and various focus points about the organization, what we're about, what our intentions are, what our vision is. So yes, let me just check. There we go, and add Emmanuel that is going to take us through. Welcome, Emmanuel. Great to have you here.
Thank you, Linda, for that welcome. And I'm also glad and happy to be here. I had a technical glitch, but I've overcome that to be here and to bring our message to everybody who is going to watch us.
Okay. Perfect, Emmanuel. So I've already done introductions, and you are welcome to set the scene, and then we can jump straight into the presentation.
Linda, thank you very much for that. And let me just say hello to you and say hello to Pierre and to all our viewers, whether you are watching the live stream now or whether you are going to be watching the video once we upload it to YouTube. And we, of course, invited people from Facebook and also Twitter and also YouTube. And the scene that I would like to set is very briefly at a very high level, that peace evolution is the culmination of many, many years of attempting to figure out a question of mine that started at a young age of what is the meaning of my life. That then went on to yearning for a different life, and that eventually came to something feeling missing in my life, and I solved those for myself, and peace evolution came about as the solution of me solving that for myself. And one thing led to another, and we created what we call the Peace Evolution Platform, which is what we are going to be talking about today. So there are two parts to the story. The one part of the story is peace evolution. The other part is how it came about, and then what is our reason for establishing peace evolution. So that is setting the scene, Linde. I can, of course, go on and on and on, but let's keep it short at that.
Let's just unmute myself. Perfect. Thank you so much, Emmanuel. Right, shall we jump into the presentation? Let me just share my screen. There we go. We're able to see all of that.
Yes, thank you, Linde. Our viewers may not. It's very, very small. So maybe you just want to zoom in right at the top first to those two important statements.
Okay.
Yes, there we are. Linde, so shall I start?
Go for it.
Right. So this is an introduction of peace evolution and collaborative partners. And what we want to share with you, the viewer, is wanting to make a difference and don't know how. So that is a statement that I contemplated in terms of, if we are saying we'd like to make a difference, so first of all, what is it that we want to make a difference with or about? And the other side is then, do we know how to make a difference? It sounds as if it's a daunting task. And at Peace Evolution, we've simplified that to a very, very basic requirement. And is, if you are interested to make a difference, all you need at its simplest level is your current skills, your current talents, and your current temperament. Everything is locked up in those three things that you already have. And as a result of that, you could make a difference. And at Peace Evolution, we are also going to give you insights, first-hand insights of the I don't know how part. So we are going to be talking today about introducing Peace Evolution and collaborative partners. And I just want to reiterate, we are going to be covering those 5 points: Peace Evolution's unique selling point, collaborative partners and their role, Peace Evolution's vision. Thank you, Linde. Just move it a little bit. And then Peace Evolution's business model, financial model, and point number 6, What is our focus as we stand here today? So those are the 6 things that we are going to be talking about. Linda, is there anything that you want to say before I now jump into the detail?
Nothing at this stage. Thanks, Emmanuel. You may jump in.
Okay, and I see we've had some viewers come in and go. And anyone who's there now, please hold on. You are going to see some interesting things. If you are walking around with a question of, I'm just going to put it up again, want to make a difference and don't know how, this is going to be a breakdown about peace evolution and specifically about the I don't know how part. I think we have solved that very, very easily. And today is an exciting event for us. And we are going to break that down slowly, slowly, and starting with our unique selling point. So when we look at our unique selling point, um, here at Peace Evolution, we address the root cause. But what is the root cause of what? The root cause covers a few things. It is why is the state of humanity in the state that it is in? That there are people that go to bed hungry, that there is human trafficking, that there are atrocities taking place across the world. As individuals, we feel unfulfilled. As individuals, we ask the question, what is the meaning of our life? As individuals, we yearn for a different life. As individuals, we feel something is missing in our life. Now, Peace Evolution addresses all of that and more at the root cause. We make a statement that 99% of humanity treats symptoms. Now, that is a profound statement that we make. In my journey to answer these questions that I've referred to for myself, I found that everything that I encountered was not to find out exactly why I feel my life has no meaning. It was giving me techniques to survive. Anything and everything that I found was giving me techniques to live with that, but to overcome it in some way or another, instead of answering the question, why have I got, the question of what is the meaning of my life. So we address at Peace Evolution everything at the root cause, and we are making a statement until somebody shows me otherwise, that 99 to 100% of humanity treats symptoms. And we are going to solve that with humanity, that we all don't treat symptoms, but the root cause. The next point is that to be able to speak about this in an easy way, we say that humanity has reached its maturity ceiling. So we have been here walking this planet for years and years and years and years. We are now in amongst 8 billion people. Many people walked this planet before us. And what we think our life is about is not the case. What we think how we should live our life is not the case. And everybody is attempting to solve that. And I'm going back to treating the symptom. And here we treat the root cause. And consequently, we are going to bring a recipe to humanity to break through the ceiling, which is an imaginary ceiling. It does not exist, and we are going to assist humanity to pierce that ceiling. Now, we have found a way of talking about this very, very easily. It's a tricky, complex, thousands of years and years of millennium of years of people asking this question, many people attempting to solve it, and we feel that humanity has now reached a point where it's evident it's not going to solve it. However, there are many, many building blocks. We've got the internet, so the message could be spread. We've got technology, which means the message can go into every area of the world very easily, very quickly. So humanity has, for other reasons, built building blocks to be reached with a message of let's evolve in a peace. It's very, very simple. It's very simple. That's the message. We've spent a lot of time in simplifying the wording, the lexicon, the way to be able to talk about this and to talk about it, that it is a message which we feel would be easily understood. It's a complicated message, but we are looking at ways of sharing the message in such an easy way that anyone would be able to easily understand it. The outcome of what we are doing could be very easily gauged against that sentence, where our actions and behavior benefits everyone and everything. Today, our actions and behavior reflects that I have to have money, I have to do whatever is necessary, I lie, I steal, I human traffic, I break down the Amazon, I just do whatever is necessary to make money to survive. And we are going to bring a message where everything is available to everyone and everything. So our behavior and actions would depict that. Linda, so I've gotten to the first part of the focus point under what is our unique selling point. And the unique selling point at a very high level is that we address the root cause. And the bottom line of the selling point is that once we've reached that, our actions and behavior is for the benefit of everyone and everything, just in a nutshell. Anything from your side on this point of Peace Evolution's unique selling point? Linda, your sound?
My sound, apologies. Okay, so Emmanuel, I would like to challenge our viewers to actually let us know if what we are saying here today is so unique in the sense that we want to address the root cause instead of treating the symptoms. And tell us if you know of anybody else that addresses the root cause, where we are not perpetuating the self-fulfilling prophecy of not having inner peace in our lives, which results in, like Emmanuel said, all kinds of atrocities and, you know, us ruining nature and not taking care of ourselves and not taking care of the planet. So yes, please, we would love you to challenge us on that. If if you think there's something else in this world that actually addresses the root cause. We would love to hear from you. Okay, that's all from my side, Monyon.
Linda, thank you for that. So any viewers um, tuning into our live stream could, of course, tell us in the chat. That would make our conversation more interesting, or add to the interest of our conversation if anybody adds anything in the chat. And of course, we'd also like to hear from anybody who later watches our video to add comments, even if they disagree. We'd really like to hear from you about this point and these harsh statements that we are making. We are going to continue making them, and we feel comfortable in making them. It's now time that we don't only follow money. It's time that we look at money as a different thing altogether. So now in peace evolution, we have what we call collaborative partners. We we don't have employees. Peace evolution is not an employer. It does not have employees. We, at the heart of peace evolution, we are disrupting the status quo of humanity in very many senses. We are saying this is a company for the people, by the people, and we mean it completely. And I'm going to now share about the collaborative partners. So the collaborative partner is the lifeblood of peace evolution. As I said, we don't have employees. A collaborative partner says, oh, wait, this resonates with me. They are interested in what we have to say. They reach out to us, and we then have a discussion with them. And from that stance, they then become, we give them an invitation if we feel they're a fit, and if they feel a fit, it has to be a mutual uh, resonating with them with us and us with them, and they are then able to collaborate with us, hence the name of everyone working here, the role being collaborative partners and being the lifeblood of peace evolution. And we're going to unfold this journey as we go along. Now, peace evolution has a notion that says collaborative partners join peace evolution to express themselves while evolving inner peace with humanity. So, as part of what you do here at Peace Evolution, is you express yourself using your skills, using your talents, using your temperament, and we understand that as part of our process here and as part of our message and as what we do, our message and whatever we do, the work that we do is evolving inner peace for humanity. And we focus also on that the primary objective is not to make money. The primary objective is liking what we do. So each one of us here, we like what we do, and consequently we earn from it to pay the bills, and the paying the bills is a secondary aspect. The primary aspect is liking what we do. And if we take this a step further, the collaborative partners run peace evolution based on some basic business model, basic financial model, and governance. We have set those three things um, as guidance for anybody who joins to be able to, within that guidance, very easily become part of Peace Evolution and running Peace Evolution. It's not that just because I'm the founder that I run Peace Evolution. It's as founder, I and Linde as co-founder, we set up a platform, we set up building blocks, and the end result of that is we've got a financial model, a business model, and we've got governance, and everybody at Peace Evolution, and today is about spreading the message to anyone who is interested to join Peace Evolution as a collaborative partner, where we then collectively run Peace Evolution. And we are autonomous. So as a matter of interest, no one here tells the other one what to do. Each person, through their own skills and talent and temperament, contribute to Peace Evolution in an autonomous way, but we've got governance so that I want to just use a very simple example. Here where I live, it's fine in my dwelling. I could hang a picture up in the lounge, but I can't go to my neighbor's house and hang a picture up there. So I've just broken the governance in the most simplest terms, but we've got a formal governance within which we then run Peace Evolution. And it's not something we hide, it's there for everybody to see. Now, when it comes to making money, we spread whatever, we share whatever we earn equally. This is now a little bit of a technical thing, but in our T's and C's, in our business model, in all the governance, in everything that we've put together as the building blocks, we each 8 people, each group, each team of 8 people work together, and the income that they make is then earned and shared within those 8 people. There are T's and C's. A little bit later, I'm going to speak more about it when we get to the business model and the financial model. If we take this even a step further, now we are thus teams of 8 people, and those teams collaborate with each other. Let me give an example. We have somebody taking care of the brand of Peace Evolution. Now, another team is working on something and it needs brand development. What that might be, whatever that might require, the person taking care of brand would then also assist the other team when it comes to brand. And in that way, we collaborate with each other across teams as well. So every team forms an income, every team of 8, whatever income they make is shared. Teams, different teams also work together in terms of the speciality of a particular person. And there is lots to say about this. I could take more and more and more time to talk about that. Today we're doing a high-level introduction, but enough to share the principles. Then anybody who joins us, we put together a formal digital course for onboarding. So anybody that shows interest and joins us would take a course taking everyone through what the financial model is, what the governance is, what the different parts of the business, what we are attempting to achieve. And as you are doing that onboarding, there's also quizzes, and we expect everyone to a minimum score, which is high, to pass before being accepted. And of course, the idea is not to make it difficult for anybody to enter as a collaborative partner. It's to share the knowledge that we have put together over a period of time so that everybody has a good understanding of what peace evolution is about. And it's not to trick anybody, it's not to catch anybody, it's just to bring in everybody to at least a foundational understanding of peace evolution. And seeing as collaborative partners, um, are the people running the business, peace evolution, we felt it necessary to have a fast track mechanism through the onboarding digital course to get everybody up to speed in a good way and in a good time frame. Linda, so that is the second part now, collaborative partners. I feel there is so much that I could say, and I have to keep on biting my tongue because there's so much. And we are obviously going to, from time to time, have more videos talking about and drilling into things. But is there anything up to now that you feel I should have touched on that I haven't?
Yes, Amonium, perhaps maybe just to share with our viewers how different we are from a traditional organization. I know you are going to touch on some points, and then perhaps maybe also just stressing that we're not a pyramid scheme. And yeah, just elaborating on how unique the organization is, and that our intentions are completely and utterly transparent. So yeah, just elaborate on that for us on a
Okay,
high
Linda.
level.
Thank you, Linda. That is indeed an interesting point for me to talk about, and I'm going to share that at a high level. So, first of all, Peace Evolution is not owned by anybody. The collaborative partners run it, and it is an organization for humanity, run by humanity. Very simple. We're not a pyramid scheme. It's all about that there is zero, absolutely zero discrimination of any sort. There are not different roles. There's not a senior and a junior. There is a flat, absolutely, totally flat structure. Everybody has a role, or you can pick several roles, which I'm just briefly touching on. I could be the person looking after brand. I could be the scrum master. I could also be the person who is assisting a new person with a question of any sort. So we talk of, for instance, just to make it easy, that in our role that we play every day, we also take on what I call gopher. We call it here gopher roles. Linda could say to me, Emmanuel, get me the hammer. She doesn't tell me to get a hammer, but I'm just giving an example. She would say to me, I made this trailer for a live stream event. Have a look at it, or here is how I designed it. Have a look at it. And so we always continuously collaborate. That's why we picked that name. We are all partners and we collaborate at any level. I could say to Linde, Linde, I've now done this. Please review it for me. Have a look. Have I missed anything? And just as we are discussing here, Linda is now saying, Emmanuel, just give this higher level. And that's typically how every day looks. Linda, I touched on some of it. There is so much to say, but I think I touched on enough. We are not a business primarily to make money. We are primarily evolving in a piece. We have no roles where we've got seniors and juniors, or I'm the boss and somebody else is not the boss and they have to jump when I say jump. No, no, no. It's a matter of each person energizes the role that they are working in, and within the governance of that. I can't put a picture in my neighbor's house. In that principle, we don't step on each other's domains that we are responsible for. We share the earnings. And of course, I'm mentioning these things without now saying, so let me reiterate, it's within a governance um, that we share the income, that we collaborate together, that there are points for everybody to understand what their role is. And they pick their role, by the way. I don't say, Linda does not say, nobody says, oh, you've got to do this. We're employing you for that. No, no, no. Today we are going to talk about some of the roles we would like people to take up, but it is their prerogative whether they want to, and we use the term to energize that role, and we're going to get to that momentarily. Um, so that, in a nutshell, Linda, is a summary of how peace evolution is different, and also I would like to add how it's going to disrupt businesses in in on earth. I want to say businesses on earth.
Fantastic. Thanks for giving that really nice summary of everything again, Emmanuel. Okay, great. We can move on.
Right. So the next point that we are going to be looking at is Peace Evolution's vision. Now, usually a company sets up a vision. We also have a vision. And the vision of Peace Evolution is that collaborative partners live their unique vision. So Peace Evolution has not got a vision other than everybody that joins Peace Evolution as a collaborative partner lives their vision. So that's the vision. It hasn't got a vision to say we want to make so much money, we want to do this, we want to give the best service in our field. We are saying our vision is that collaborative partners live their unique vision. Now, furthermore, we also say collaborative partners, at Peace Evolution, collaborative partners are safe to be true to themselves. You don't have to pretend here. You don't have to have a facade on. You don't have to leave your soul at the door. In fact, we insist that you bring your soul with you with every breath that you take. Your soul is part of what you do. And you are safe here to be absolutely true to yourself. Now, it might be that when you start, assuming now you are interested and you resonate with Peace Evolution's message, and you share this information with us, and you might not have a vision. That is 100% understandable. In fact, we go out on the assumption that you might not have a vision. And that is right up our alley because we are going to facilitate and guide you to recognize your vision through your purpose. So, part of what we do here is we say, for anyone to live their meaning, for anyone wanting to make a difference, the important thing is you cannot do that if you don't understand and recognize your purpose. So, we are going to facilitate you to recognize your purpose. From that purpose, we are going to facilitate and assist you to craft your vision. And then through peace evolution, through your purpose, you are going to breathe your life into your vision. And peace evolution is just a place where you are able to do it. And now you can say, but wait, how could that be that? How is that possible that your company, Peace Evolution, is able to do this? So I think I should let out a little bit of a secret. It's not a secret within Peace Evolution. In my introspection, in my journey, it became evident that as I did the introspection, humanity is all about healing. You can take a very simple example. Let's say you cut yourself and your body is going to want to self-heal that cut. In some cases, it needs to be disinfected. We understand that. The principle is that the body is self-healing. The body is self-healing in all aspects, not just if I cut myself. The body is self-healing from the point of that's why I walked around with a feeling of something is missing. I walked around with yearning for a different life. I walked around with what is the purpose, what is the meaning of my life. I didn't know at the time that I was going to discover or uncover or recognize my purpose. But as I went along to answer those questions, I found the root cause of it. And the long and the short of the story is when we get to that part of our life where we stop chasing money as our primary existence and wanting to find meaning in the things that we attain, whatever that might be. And we have lots of material talking about that. The bottom line is when we get to a certain point with our life, we then evolve inner peace. And we are saying here at Peace Evolution, let's evolve inner peace with humanity. So we are able to make the statements that we make through humanity and each individual when they recognize that difference between the life of primarily focusing on making money versus on liking what I do. The moment I cross that divide and I see, wait, this is what I like doing. These are the things that if I didn't have to go and pay the bills, these are the things that I like doing. Now, when that comes into play, we still want to earn money, we still want to make money to pay the bills, but the dynamic of our life completely changes into us evolving inner peace. And we take it a step further, we say, the inner peace starts with me. And as I continue with that, I also evolve inner peace with humanity. And I would like to just ask Linda to quickly give her shout out that she did the other day spontaneously at one of our meetings. Linda, please give that shout out again.
Shout out. Which
Yes,
shout out?
the one about inner peace. or
Oh, inner peace out. Inner peace out.
inner peace out. So what we're saying is, I should change that immediately. We evolve inner peace, and that, of course, has no chance other than to also resonate out of us. Thank you. Okay. So, Linda, I covered that part now, our focus, our vision, and not our focus, our vision. Anything from your side that you feel, let's talk about it, let's elaborate on it?
Yes, Emmanuel, there's lots of things I would love to bring in here, but I'm just conscious of
Please do,
our
Linda.
time.
Please do. I'll keep my answers very short. Take the juiciest one.
Okay, I'll take the juiciest one, definitely. So this idea or concept of being true to ourselves, where it's safe to be true to ourselves, I would say, just to give a practical example of that, there's probably a high probability that right now you are working for an organization or you working for yourself and you are perhaps maybe doing a lot of things that you don't like doing, and you are purely doing it to earn an income, and you're purely doing it to please your boss or your colleagues, and your behavior and your choices is influenced by, I need to prove that I'm somebody. So this is the beauty of what we want to explore here at Peace Evolution, to say you need nothing to be yourself first. So if that is the life that you start living, how would that look? So yes, it's a very exciting journey that I think anyone can embark on, and return to really being true to themselves, being brave enough and having the courage to walk that journey. So yeah, so wouldn't it be fantastic just to show up, and there's no need to prove yourself. So yeah, so I would just like to encourage people to think about it in that way. And that's all I
Linda,
want to
thank
say from
you.
my side.
Yes, Linda, thank you. And that was a juicy one. And I have absolutely nothing to add.
Okay.
Do you maybe
Perfect.
have another juicy one, Linda? That was certainly very juicy. And of course, that applies not only at Peace Evolution, that applies in our day-to-day life. I don't have to prove
Exactly.
anything to anybody in any circumstances.
Yes, 100%.
And this is not being arrogant. We have material where we discuss that in depth, not about being arrogant at all.
Yes.
Linda, any other juicy one?
Not for now.
Okay, thank you. Shall I jump into the next one then?
Yes, let's do.
So let's talk of the business model. Now, of course, we built a foundation for Peace Evolution where it is going to be able to scale the business from, at the moment, it is small, we're just starting out, it's a startup, and where we are for the first time bringing our message to, to humanity. Now, what is our way of, how do we work together? We use a well-defined project management, but it's not project management whatsoever. In my conventional job, I'm a Scrum Master, so we use Scrum as part of our process. We also use holacracy, which is also a well-defined technique in the market, where it is not about a hierarchy, an organization with a hierarchy, that I have to ask permission to my senior, who has to ask permission to his or her senior, and so it goes up. Within our governance, we are the decision makers with whatever we do. We just have the autonomy to, at any level, do the thing we need to do to achieve the end result that we want to achieve. And because of the foundation of peace evolution, we know the outcome of that thing that we are achieving is about evolving inner peace. And we know the other thing, that all our actions and behavior would benefit everyone and everything, and of course ourselves too. So we use holacracy. Then, as I touched on before, no one owns peace evolution. We fly the plane while building it. So we don't work here. If you think of the Wright brothers, when they invented flying, they would, and I visualize, there we are. Thank you, Linda. Look at that lovely plane. So they were building that plane, and before the plane was completely finished, and them taking years and years and years to perfect the thing, they would make something and go and try it out tomorrow. And then this would fall off or that would break. And then that later that day and the next day and maybe through the night, they would make the next thing. And then they would give it a go and see if the plane is going to fly. We use that exact mechanism here. We fly the plane while building it. We don't work on a basis that you're not supposed to make mistakes. If something is a mistake and something breaks, we just give it another shot, like when they were learning to build airplanes, the Wright brothers. Then we come to, so how does it really work? And remember, now we are looking at the business model. How does it really work that the company stays true to its focus? And what we did is we built into and baked into our business model the notion of custodians. So peace evolution, as it is growing, it would have either one custodian, two custodians, or n custodians. And we also came to a figure that we would have a maximum of 8 custodians. And the 8 custodians would be the people who governs peace evolution. For a few things, let me just touch on it: to safeguard its vision, to ensure that the succession of peace evolution is baked into the business. And of course, somebody could resign from being a custodian. We would then invite somebody else to be a custodian. And then, of course, because it is a business with bank accounts and with certain judiciary duties, and it has to register as any other business. The custodians together look at all of those nuts and bolts of how a business like Peace Evolution is run and complies with tax, with all the business that a bank requires from any business. So the custodians take care of that, and it keeps the business in focus on based on the vision and ensures the succession. Because what's the use if, let's say, me being the founder and I start the business and on my death the whole thing comes to a grinding halt? We want the succession to go further than my life or anybody's life inside of Peace Evolution. So that's where the custodians come in. So today I've now covered the business model. Again, at a high level, there is so much to say. Do you have anything further that you'd like to add or ask? Or has Pierre maybe got anything to add or to ask?
So I just want you to perhaps maybe elaborate on when we refer to governance, what are we referring to?
Okay. Okay. So let me give a more practical example than putting up a picture in the neighbor's house. Let me give a practical everyday example. Linda, so assuming now that I am the webmaster, and let's say you are the brand developer. Now, your domain is brand, and my domain, and this is the terminology inside the Holacracy governance, and my domain is webmaster. And for a moment, let's assume that you know absolutely nothing about a website, and I know nothing about a brand. And if we didn't have the domains in the governance, then you could come and make some change on the website that doesn't fit and that brings the website down, or vice versa. I make some brand change because of me thinking that's part of what I need to do, or me thinking I don't want to wait for you, or whatever the case might be. So that means we then playing a role outside of our area of responsibility. Now, I could, as the domain of webmaster, also have other domains, and you might, as brand developer, also have other domains. So we say we have all these different domains that we are responsible for, and therefore that's the way of how we demarcate who works on what. Now, I'd like to just elaborate a little bit. Let us say that let's use this example that you do have some website experience, and I say to you, okay, Linda, you want that change, but I don't have capacity to do that maybe until 2 months from now. And you say, but Emmanuel, we'd like it in 2 weeks from now. And then I say, well, I can't do that. We don't have the capacity. And let's say it's going to take us a week to do that. There is just no way, because I'm working on a schedule as per the Scrum. And you say, but Emmanuel, I understand how to make this change. Could I do this under your supervision? As an example, I would then say, Linda, if it's that important and we haven't got capacity, yes, let's do that. And you might then also eventually, based on the domain, that you have some experience on, to also then take on the web domain, the web master domain, to also take care of the website. If we are short and there is a crunch time, does that answer where the governance comes in a real
Yes.
life example, and not putting a picture in the neighbor's lounge?
Mm. Yes, that definitely brings a little bit more clarity. Absolutely. Thank you.
Righty.
Okay. Just want to check if there's any questions from anybody else. Okay. Okay. We can move on, Emmanuel.
Thank you, Linda. So the next point we're going to be looking at is what is the financial model of peace evolution. So currently, um, I am bootstrapping, I as the founder, I'm bootstrapping Peace Evolution. And for those who don't know what that means, it's well defined on the internet what bootstrapping means. Uh, but just briefly, I am funding Peace Evolution to the best of my ability. Um, and so Peace Evolution is being bootstrapped at this point. The plan of Peace Evolution is to be financially self-sustaining. I don't want to be bootstrapping it forever. We also have the constraint that we put on ourselves that we are not going to go anywhere for financial assistance. We need to fund the business out of our activities. And at some point, the bootstrapping would stop. And also, the financial model, as I mentioned earlier, includes that collaborative partners share earnings equally. And I have to also just say, it's not that we make n number of money and we share that equally. There are T's and C's, it's very well defined, and anybody joining us would, as part of the onboarding, see that there are T's and C's where it's spelled out exactly how the earnings work. So what we do see Peace Evolution like this is we've created a framework or a platform, and we have got T's and C's, and we've got governance so that there's no ambiguity, everything is clear. And also, what I didn't touch on earlier, from a governance point of view, if we find the governance does not suit us, we could request for the governance to be changed. We then have a look at it, and if we see yes, it definitely would make the company healthier, then we would change the governance just in a jiffy, no big deal. So, of course, our earnings that we share is also within governance. Very clearly spelled out how that works. To the nth degree, it's spelled out. Linda, so that is the financial model again, just in a nutshell. Any comment or question or anything that you want to add?
Yes, I would just like to elaborate on what we mean by without any form of financial assistance. So, a lot of conventional startups would go and look for perhaps maybe sponsorship or going to a financial institution to take out credit for the business. Or some kind of support from a philanthropist, or I don't know what other examples I can use, but the focus is really that we, in a sense, also want to show that based on this hypothesis that organization can, run without money being the primary objective. So I just wanted to mention that, and I don't know if you want to add anything to that, Emmanuel.
Linda, no, thank you. That was very well said. There are, of course, many forms of funding a business. You mentioned some of them, but I think we conveyed the point. Uh, I have a contribution to make. I have a
Okay.
contribution. So the reason why Peace Evolution chose the path to not take funding from anywhere, from any source, and that we make it happen ourselves, let's say, would in principle be two reasons. The one is that hypothesis that Linda mentioned. Is it possible for a business to be financially self-sustaining if their primary objective is not making money? So we want to confirm that. And the second one, equally, we don't want to be beholden to some other institution, be it a philanthropist, be it venture capital, be it a bank, be it people who are sleeping partners, whatever the case might be. We don't want to be beholden. So everything that we do is about the custodians, make the decisions, the collaborative partners run the business as the lifeblood of the business. And we keep it there. We don't need and want outside, let's call it interference, and we need to be beholden. And Linda, now I'd like to add something that I don't think I've ever said before. And if we are not able to become self-sustaining, we would just close the business. It's as
Yes.
simple as that. Because then that hypothesis says we are not able to have a self-sustaining business financially in a world where everybody has as their top priority making money. So that's very liberating. If we don't make it, we don't make it.
Great. Thanks for adding that, Emmanuel. Okay, I don't think we have any other questions. We're welcome to move on.
Thank you, Linda. So I'm now going to look at the focus. What is it that Peace Evolution is focusing on right now? So if what we have said so far is at all resonating with any viewer, then what we are focusing on right now is to scale Peace Evolution's YouTube channel footprint, and we are using force multipliers. What we mean by that is I would like to, in my lifetime, see that Peace Evolution gets traction. I don't want us to wait 100 years before Peace Evolution starts making a difference. Humanity evolves very slowly. But I would like to personally see that in my lifetime, there is a difference. I would like to see that. And so we are looking continuously how we are able to fast track everything that we do. If the Wright brothers built their plane perfectly from the outset and not saying, we got to try this, we got to try this, we got to try this, we got to try this. Who knows how long it would have taken to get the first plane off the ground. Now, we're using the term force multiplier, and that is using all legal techniques, all legitimate ways of expanding our footprint, scaling our footprint on YouTube. So if you are any subject matter expert on YouTube, if you know how to manage a channel, if you are a host and you could be a host uh, to assist us with making um, any kind of video. Let me give an example of a force multiplier. There are several, but let me give one that's very close to my heart. Imagine this. Let us say that in Peace Evolution, as a result of us reaching out to people who want to make a difference and they don't know how, but they are specialists, they are subject matter experts in, let's say, running a YouTube channel, uh, creating videos, understanding SEO, YouTube type SEO, able to write very good content SEO related, people who are able to post edit videos. Let us assume that we are able to reach out and people watching this video today or similar videos like this get to that it resonates and they reach out back to us to say we are interested. So let me give an example. Let's say that we have 10 people who say, and I'm just using a figure of 10, they know how to make videos, then that's good enough. So they are experts on making videos. Then what I would do is I would, for instance, work very closely with those 10 and sharing our peace evolution message with the 10 people. And everybody in peace evolution would work closely with those 10 people and assist them and 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 fast track their understanding of peace evolution. And then instead of us making one video at a time, spreading the message of evolving inner peace. Remember, this is about evolving inner peace. It's not about anything other than evolving inner peace, which of course starts with each individual. We would then spend our energy on those 10 people getting a good understanding about peace evolution, and they would then go and make videos spreading the message of peace evolution as part of peace evolution as a collaborative partner. So that means the existing team now has 10 or more people all working on the YouTube channel creating content. And that is part of what we mean by a force multiplier. We are not making one video at a time, we are making 10 videos at a time. And this is just one simple example. We've got other ways of using the force multiplier metaphor, and please go and read up on the force multiplier if that interests you. It's also a well-defined pattern used for many things to be able to, with little effort, get maximum results. So if this resonates with you and you have any knowledge, and in fact you're an expert in peace, in anything about uh, YouTube, reach out to us so that we become aware of you. So now you could say, but why should I? Why would I? I'm doing this already. The question that we ask is, do you want to make a difference? And let's say that resonates with you and you tick that box. Yes, I want to make a difference. You join Peace Evolution. We show you the mechanics of how Peace Evolution as an organization works. And then you take your skill and you use that to proliferate the message of evolving in a peace. And that is how we answer the question about making a difference. Now, that is just one of the examples I gave you. There are also other examples, but one is enough for now. So at the moment, what we have recognized is there you see, we are looking for subject matter experts on YouTube, on networking. I'm going to stop at network, come back to networking in a moment, on sales, on marketing. So like with a conventional organization, Peace Evolution, as part of spreading its message, it needs people to market, it needs people to sell our products. And also, let me come back to the networking. And I just want to give two examples. As it stands now, we would like to invite people who are influencers to join our typical live stream, and we then discuss with them what they are doing, what we are doing, and they are in maybe a completely different niche. Let's say they are reporting on a war. Then where we would come in right side by side with them, the person reporting on the wall might have 400,000 members, and we say we understand everything about the war. We know why it came about. We understand many things about it. It's part and parcel of what we do here. However, let us stop the war, but you can't stop the war that's already going on. Let's prevent any new war from coming up. And even though that might take hundreds of years, thousands of years, if we don't start, we are going to continuously have war. So if you are a networker and you understand networking, I would like to invite you to tell us about yourself so that we could get other people and interview them on our channel, or where we could go onto other people's channels on YouTube and be interviewed. And this is part of spreading the message as a force multiplier, in the sense of we could do this one at a time as we are now, or we could be invited to 10 people's YouTube channels where they already have 10 million subscribers, and we interview each other, and in that way we spread the message. And it doesn't matter what the other person's channel is about. It really doesn't matter. Peace is for everyone. It's not just for certain people who are already thinking about peace. Let's take Greenpeace as an example, a topic right up my alley. Greenpeace, in a way, look at after the problem to name and shame or to call out people who are destroying the environment, as an example. But our message is, wait, we know how to stop it, that people don't ruin the environment. Because in our message, we have, through our actions and behavior, we benefit everyone, and the everything is for the environment. So if you're a networking person, let us know about you if this message resonates with you whatsoever. So that is in a nutshell, YouTube, networking, sales, and marketing. If that's your forte, if that's where you are a subject matter expert, let us know about you. The next point then is also we are looking to become financially self-sustaining, and the only way that we are going to do it is by growing our footprint big enough. As you all know, we could earn from membership, and we have membership on YouTube where we take people, not necessarily collaborative partners, but also collaborative partners, where we take anybody who our message resonates with, and we take them through the process from A to B, from A to Z, to recognize their purpose, to live their purpose, to balance making money and liking what they do. So we want to, in that way, become self-sustaining. I want to be released from my need to bootstrap the company. And then if we take it a step further, we are also focusing on the fact that as we become financially self-sustaining, it means that we are able to all work full-time for Peace Evolution. It's a startup now. Our model is we have conventional jobs. We need to pay the bills. The moment Peace Evolution starts making an income, then we could transition from our conventional jobs to work at Peace Evolution full-time. Our next big marketing drive, please take note. And this is the scale at which we think here at Peace Evolution. Many years ago, John Lennon made the song of Imagine. Some years later, there was also the initiative about Heal the World. Now, in John Lennon's Imagine, he sketches in that song through the words how the world would be as part of evolving inner peace. In Heal the World, it's an initiative to, if I'm not mistaken, to in some way raise money. Now, none of those initiatives had at its core, at its fundamental reason for doing what they were doing, how do we get there? So John Lennon created a world in Imagine where there is peace, but he did not provide a recipe. In Heal the World, there was an initiative to, as I said, my understanding was that it was about raising. Now, what we say at Peace Evolution is, wait. We want to do something similar to that, but it's not just give the words to imagine that world or the way that we want to raise money. No, we want to go out with lovely music. We want to go out with on the world stage, on several world stages, where people who have joined Peace Evolution write music, where they create music, where they create any arts and crafts. So the message is about the artist, any one of our artists, any one of the mediums, any one of the many things that artists are able to depict via sound, via imagery, via you name it. I don't know all the ways that exist, but through that is a message of evolving inner peace at a grand scale. If this resonates with you, come join us so that we are able to get the message to get peace instead of it coming in 1,000,000 years from now, that we have it in my lifetime time still. So that's our next big marketing drive, the artist in a peace recipe. So where we bring the artist, but we also give the message that John Lennon wasn't able to give at the time in his Imagine song. That song is near to my heart. I want us to now bring the recipe of how you create that, and we certainly have it here. And then, as we say there, that point in purple, invite collaborative partners who want to make a difference without knowing how, by crafting your vision, living your meaning and purpose. If this resonates with you, whatever we shared here today, let us know about you. And you could comment on the video, you could write to us. My email address is on the YouTube channel, it's on the website, on our website, peaceevolution.com. It's on our social media. If you want to resonate with you, reach out, and so that we could formally have a discussion with you. And if you are fit, we'd love to have you. If you feel we're fit with you, we'd love to have you. And of course, it is how we're going to spread this message to humanity of how we evolve inner peace in the simplest possible way. And all you need nothing else. Your current skills, talents, and temperament. And with that, we are going to show you how you could be part of making a difference. Linda, I ran a little bit now. If there is anything that you want to add or ask.
No, thank you, Emmanuel. That was a lovely overview of our focus points, and in summary, just talking about who we are and what we're about and how our business and financial model works, and you know, if you join, what the collaborative partner role would be. And yes, and I think there is, I don't think there's anyone out there like us. I think we have a very, very, very unique business model and financial model. And I'm excited for us to prove our hypothesis of that it is possible to run an organization where the primary focus is not just on making money, but we, each of us, can live our meaning. And like I said, all we need is to bring our skills and our talents and temperament, and we are safe to be ourselves. We are always safe to be ourselves, not just at Peace Evolution, but here we definitely fully embrace it. Well, we are going to elaborate specifically on some subject matter experts that we would like to collaborate with on, when is it, Wednesday? Thursday? Hey, Emmanuel?
Thursday.
Our next live stream. So please join us for that. We would love to see you guys there. And again, if you're watching the replay, please comment, contact us if you've got any questions, or if you would like to know more about Peace Evolution or collaborative partner opportunities. Okay. So that's everything from us. Thank you all for joining, and see you next time. Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.